One of the most powerful concepts in project management is sometimes underestimated because of its simplicity. It goes by various names, the iron triangle, the triple constraints, but today I'm simply going to refer to it as the project triangle. The project triangle joins together the three key elements of our project: the scope, the cost, the time. And what it tells us is, for each bit of work we're doing, and if we can't do this for a whole project, we do it for a smaller subphase. For each bit of work, we need to know what we're doing in enough detail that we can figure out, to do that, how much is it going to cost us? And with that investment, how long is it going to take to complete the whole thing? Everything we do in project management ultimately comes back to this project triangle, and any change to our work should also be reflected on it. For example, I want to do more stuff. Okay, I'm going to have to increase the number of hours I work each day, or everything will take longer. I want to finish more quickly. I'm going to have to work more hours each day, or less will get done. I want to do something more cheaply. Fine, but things will probably take longer, or less will be completed. It kind of makes sense. Now, you might not completely compromise on the scope of what you're doing, but you may reduce the quality. So knowing what level we need to deliver is also very important. Now, the irony here is that we all know this intuitively, but we always seem to try and avoid it when it comes to work. We try to do things cheaper, better and faster, but it just can't be done. A change in one of these constraints is almost always going to have an impact on one or both of the other two. And this is the real reason why this is one of the most important concepts in project management. Change is the only thing that's guaranteed to happen to us. It's how you deal with that change that will dictate whether your work runs smoothly or not. An example: I'm running a 3-month pilot study to validate the robustness of my intended research method. I'm going to recruit and interview 3 participants. I'm going to transcribe the interviews, then code and analyze the data, and I'll write up the findings and brief conclusions. I work out, using techniques we'll look at in other sessions, that I can complete this mini project by spending around 30 hours per week working on the pilot, and I'll need a budget of around £250 for expenses. I have 3 months to complete it. My triangles join together. During the pilot, I discovered I've got easy access to another participant, so I decide to include them in the pilot as well. Things have changed, so I reflect the change on the triangle. All of a sudden, my scope has increased. I have to interview, transcribe, code, and analyze more data. Clearly, if my deadline is to remain at 3 months, I'll have to spend extra hours doing this, and there will be additional associated expenses, travel, etc. Now that I understand the impact of my change, I can make an informed decision. How important is this change to me? What are the benefits? What is the impact of this change on all the other work that I'm doing? And am I prepared to accept that? I can now make an educated, conscious decision about whether or not to do this new thing. I have all the facts at my disposal. The project triangle is the fundamental tool in establishing our project to begin with. We then use it to reflect upon and to understand and manage the impact of change proactively. And as you'll begin to appreciate going forward, that is why this is one of the most important concepts that I can show you.